to another Q&A. This Q&A is about whether or not to have a trolley on your DI tanks. Now, most resellers buy what's called an FRP, a fiberglass reinforced plastic DI tank. Some of them have got different heads on them and all sorts of things, but these are designed for much more pressure than what we use in window cleaning. So we actually make a plastic DI tank without the fiber reinforcing. That's how we make things lighter. So by the time you've got an FRP, half cubic foot DI tank, it's already 20 pounds without any water or resin in it. And if you add half a cubic foot of water, you're going to end up with another 15 pounds thereabouts, something like that. So it's around 35 pounds. And it's that 35 pound weight that makes people feel as if they should have a trolley for it. Right? Okay, I could carry it, but it's awkward. It's heavy, it's funny shape, it's awkward. So we see how they go down this pathway towards trolleys. However, from an efficiency point of view, moving your trolley from your vehicle to near the tap or the spigot doesn't even make any sense. It's much easier to run hose from the tap to the vehicle and then to gather hose from the vehicle to the tap, and than it is to lift out, a 35 pound tank and struggle along with it. Or even if it's on a trolley now, it's 40 pounds and then you got to wheel it along and take it somewhere. So the only time you'd ever want mobility in your filter system, whether it's DI or RO, is actually if you can't get your vehicle anywhere near a, hose reach of a tap. Yeah. So even if we look at our Flow Red or you look at the different pure water systems, they've got wheels, but just because it's got wheels doesn't mean you have to use them. They're there as a function, for convenience and for situations where you have to use them. But don't feel just because it's got wheels, I got to haul it off my vehicle every time and haul it back onto your vehicle, because that's not the best way to do business. Yeah, it's not the fastest way to do this. Running hoses is much better than moving filters. Okay, so in the reach it range, what we do is we use 1/4 cubic foot DI tanks, and we make what's called an easy carry strap. So in total, maybe we're talking less than 10 kilos, less than 10 pounds. 10 kilos. Yeah. Less than 20 pounds, but maybe 15 pounds per arm less. Something like that. So anyway, but the idea is one in each arm. They've got an easy carry strap, and it's really, really convenient to carry them if you did need to. Now, most of the time you're going to leave them in the vehicle, but at least now they're not on wheels. They're stable. They're clipped together. It's a really very nice system. And people have asked me forever, can I put them on a trolley? And I go, there's no way it makes any sense to put it on a trolley. I know you have a perception you should have a trolley. I know if you've seen the half cubic footers, you understand why it needs to be on a trolley. But 2 1/4 cubic foot tanks don't need to be on a trolley. So why do we have 2 rather than 1? Well, because the way DI resin works, it's got an ionic charge. Some is charged 12 ohm, some 15 ohm, and you can actually buy up to 18 ohm charge. And that'll determine how long the resin will last. And but we nuclear grade, if it says nuclear grade, it's going to be 15 ohm or greater, and we source 15 ohm charge DI resin. So the point is, there's no way to know, because we go from site to site, so the water's never a constant. So we don't know what's in the water from what the water source is from this place to that place, and so we can never tell when the DI resin's going to expire, right, or become exhausted. In other words, when the ionic charge on the DI resin beads starts to fail, it's holding all the minerals that it can, and it starts not being able to hold much more. It holds most of it, then some of it, and then ultimately, if you keep using it, it'll actually hold none of it. And when the ionic charge is completely depleted, it starts actually releasing the minerals that it's been holding on to. Okay, so it's really important to have a redundancy in place, because you don't want to be halfway through a job and then have the TDS creep up on you, and all of a sudden you think you're making spot-free window cleaning and you get called back by the customer and say half the job's got spots, right? So what we do is we teach you to check the water out of the first tank every day, and if it's spot-free, then the chances are that that'll get through the day, in most cases. However, if it doesn't, if it starts to fail and become basically a spot water source because the minerals are getting through into the hose and tube to the brush. Then you have the second tank. So the second tank is your redundancy or emergency, and the second tank will remove whatever the first tank doesn't. It also gives you some time, maybe 2 or 3 days before you can conveniently go and change the resin in the first tank. The resin's going to be doing some of the work in the first tank. You know, when you go from 10 to 20 to 30 out of 200, you know, it's still taking out most of the minerals. But as it's creeping up, you know, you definitely don't want to run it to exhaustion of the anion or the cation or anything like that. So you check the first tank, you have the second tank as redundancy. When the first tank starts to fail, the TDS gets over 10, 20, 50, something like that, then you're going to change the resin in that. Then you're going to, because you know the second tank has already been working on whatever's been going through from the first tank to the second tank, then you're going to put the second tank as your first tank, and then put your new first tank as your second tank. So you've got a full redundancy. Nothing can go wrong. Okay. So if you did buy our dual DI tank system and you were still determined that you had a particular job or a particular ideology that you think that DI tank should be on trolleys, the best trolley that you can use is probably something from Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace, Northern Tools in America or North America, and something from Bunnings or Mitre 10 in Australia or New Zealand, and that is a flat pack trolley and a ratchet strap, something like that. Keep it simple. It doesn't have to look pretty, and that way you can actually have the trolley in your vehicle. The DI tanks don't need to be on wheels while they're in your vehicle, but if you ever did need to transport them and you didn't want to carry them, not that it's very hard for a window cleaner to carry this kind of weight, one on each arm with a soft handle. You know, we actually put a little foam handle on there, so it's really convenient for you. Then you could just as easily spend $30 on a flat pack trolley rather than us developing a trolley for you, which adds weight and it doesn't add anything to your efficiency. In my opinion, if anything, it removes the efficiency. Okay, if you have alternate views, please add them to the comments below, because I know that some guys really love the idea of stuff on wheels and dragging around all over the place, and I'm always interested to hear the different viewpoints, because you know, your constructive criticism to my proposed answers and theories sometimes gets me thinking, and maybe sometimes we make stuff that makes life better for some people, not everybody, you know, like that. Okay, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.